Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Lit Intuition Tarot, Twin Flames and Recovery. My name is Kay. Any information that you want about this channel is in the description box below. There's also a link there where you can book a personal reading with me if so desired, or order a personalized avatar birth chart. So these last couple weeks I've been focusing a lot more on twin flame connections. And I've been splitting each sign into two halves, which represent the Yang polarity, which I upload in the mornings. I did your guys this morning, and that kind of focuses more on the light, masculine, or active energies. And then the one I'm doing now, if you resonate more with like the shadow or feminine or passive kind of energies of the connection, regardless of gender, then this would be the reading for you. Just two more shuffles left to go. A note for cross-watchers. While I never intend these readings to be a method to spy on one's twin flame, I don't judge. If you are a cross-watcher, I just ask that you use your discernment, as I will be using the term you throughout the reading to refer to Sagittarius yin, reverse roles as necessary. Okay, so now that I've shuffled the black tarot, I'm going to set it aside. I've pre-shuffled the Fallen Angel Oracle deck here before I hit record. We're going to get two cards from that deck to start the reading as an overall theme. First we have Glacia Labolas, 18, Danger. And strangely enough, I don't think I've ever seen this card. And I've had this deck for a couple of years and I've used it numerous times, but that one's not familiar. So 18, Danger, 1 plus 8 is 9. Interesting. Okay, so this is Vine, and it also says Danger, and it's 45, which is also a 9. Okay, so 99, Danger, Danger. Well, Sagittarius, let's take a look at this. I'm going to read the meanings from the book here before we move on to the tarot. Card 18, Glacia Labolas, also known as Cacrinolas. Okay, element fire, planet Mars. Message, deception, treachery. You have a dangerous enemy posing as a friend. This fallen angel can take the form of a winged hound resembling a griffin, or griffin, I don't know how to pronounce that, my bad. He is the patron of confident tricksters, thieves, and murderers, shielding their nefarious activities with a cloak of invisibility and their true intentions with a veneer of plausible charm. Sounds like a few of my exes. Okay, sorry. It continues. He can see into the future, but only uses this talent to serve his own greedy ends or those of his acolytes. A dangerous spirit, his temptations should be resisted. Okay, so big warning there, Sagittarius. Let me move on to card 45. Okay, it says Vine, if that's how you pronounce it. Element air, planet sun. You need a champion both to understand your position and help to fight your corner. Vine's totem beast is the lion. He often appears in visions as a warrior king, riding a black steed and carrying a viper like a spear in his hand. He is a great architect, both a builder and a destroyer of towers and defensive walls. He can cause rivers to flood and the oceans to rise in storm. Vine can also see the past and the future and uncover the hidden causes of the troubles you face, sly enemies who seek to undermine you, or personal weaknesses of which you are unaware. Well, that's a little bit foreboding, but, you know, perhaps we'll get into it a little bit more here with the tarot. Let me clear this deck off the table first. Okay. And then y'all just saw me shuffle this black tarot. I'm going to go ahead and cut the deck as well. And lay out your cards. Okay. Okay, at the bottom of the deck we have the Emperor, but let me go ahead and lay out the spread here. First card is the Page of Cups. Then we have the Nine of Cups. the Four of Swords, and the Five of Cups. Then on the bottom row, we have the Knight of Spheres, Strength, Seven of Wands, and the King of Swords. I've also pre-shuffled this Pocket Edition Spellcaster's Tarot to use for clarifying. I'm going to go ahead and get started here. So the first card out here is a message from Spirit to the runner. So in twin flame connections, they often have the whole runner-chaser dynamic. If you see yourself as being more in the runner dynamic when operating in your shadow, meaning that you have a more avoidant attachment style, you can ghost people at times if you want to avoid connecting with them, particularly your twin flame, and you may use methods to self-medicate to sort of escape your feelings or the connection itself, such as substance use or finding other partners, any kind of energy to kind of escape the connection, because at times perhaps you have fears about getting too close to someone, that kind of energy. Your message from Spirit is the Page of Cups. Now this could mean a lot of things, and I need more information, so I'm going to go ahead and clarify it. Spirit. Okay, so I got the Five of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Well, if you are running, I sense that you have the urge to return back to the chaser or the other person in the twin flame connection. Perhaps Spirit is saying, okay, so it looks like if you do return to the connection, that you want to kind of rush in with, like, you're feeling, okay, so there's the Five of Wands there. That's Leo energy. I feel like you might be intending to go toward this person initially with some sort of small olive branch or offer, just like a small message that's kind of sweet or flirty to get their attention. But actually you're like the Knight of Wands with the Five of Wands. So I almost feel like once you get an in or acceptance from this person, that you kind of want to go in and pick a fight about something. Now, I never judge in these readings, so I'm not saying that that's right or wrong, but what I'm picking up from Spirit is that this may feel like a step of growth to you, Sagittarius, because it's better than running, right? And maybe your twin always accuses you, points out the fact that you run and that you abandon the connection and that it hurts them. So, you're deciding to maybe go back toward it here. I would be careful of my intentions. If there's a Knight of Wands with five other wands, in the mix, you might try to show up as a Page of Cups, or that might even be how you're feeling on the surface. You kind of want to just, say something sweet to this person, or maybe even give a little apology or whatever. But just be aware that beneath the surface, it's really not any better. I mean, there's a fine balance. It doesn't have to be aggression or passivity. There can be assertiveness where you state your case, but you're still kind, and you don't go in looking to pick a fight. So just to be aware, I suppose, of your intentions. Now, if you find yourself more I'm sorry, I'm trying to think. For some reason I'm having a hard time articulating what I want to say, which I did with y'all's morning reading too. If you find yourself acting sometimes more in the role of a chaser, so perhaps a more anxious attachment style, where you can feel insecure when your twin flame doesn't pay attention to you or connect with you, and you often find yourself being the first one to reach out and initiate communication, that kind of energy. The message to you from Spirit is the Nine of Cups, which is Pisces energy. And it's saying to, right now, you need to figure out a way to find out just what makes you happy in order to raise your vibration. I'm hearing something about things being at perhaps like a critical stage. And I'm not sure if, I don't mean that to be, to scare anyone, but I'm picking up that it's very important for you right now. Perhaps you're under attack spiritual or psychic attack or something of that nature. And although it may seem counterintuitive to just be selfish and kind of distract yourself or not pay attention to it, I'm hearing that it will provide like a sort of shield for you in a way. If you see all this light around these 9 cups, so it doesn't mean be horribly selfish, but you know, if you need to take like a day off work or something and, you know, take a spa day, go eat a pint of ice cream, whatever, I don't know, just do whatever you can to make yourself feel happy, content, and to raise your vibration. Listen to some good music. I'm hearing something about Mozart, so somebody out there might be a classical lover. I don't feel like I need to clarify that card, so I'm going to move on to the 4 of Swords, which is Libra energy. I am going to ask for clarification on that as well. Some of the energies in this reading are a little bit unusual for me, to be honest, and this is supposed to be an indication of what really draws you and your twin to one another. So the thing I'm picking up before I clarify is that there may have been an element of telepathy involved in your connection. So there might be times when you feel like you need to rest more than usual. You might find yourself having unusual experiences, such as feeling sexually stimulated in your sleep, or hearing songs, or hearing someone's voice crying out to you, that kind of thing. I feel that you and your partner or twin flame might go into sort of meditative states of consciousness where you're able to connect with each other, whether that's inadvertently or intentionally, okay? So, very strong psychic connection. I can see how that would be a draw, but let me see if I can get some more information. Okay. We have the Ace of Pentacles, and I'm kind of seeing that almost as like a stamp of approval. It's like Spirit saying, you know, this is actually a good thing. You're not crazy. There's a new beginning, a new opportunity that the two of you will be able to embark on with each other together if you stay on the path. And this will involve a lot of perhaps feeling alone as you withdraw into yourself and away from toxic people and activities, to connect with your higher self and with the divine. Spirit is saying, don't be afraid. It's not the devil trying to isolate you. It's Spirit saying that, you know, this might also help to clear your vision somewhat so that you're able to connect better with your twin. And then, you know, it's kind of like that Ace of Coins is like a promise, or Pentacles, that once you get past this stage, there is a solid new beginning available for the two of you. I do want to clarify the 5 of Cups as well, because this is why, like, what makes the connection great. The first thing I'm hearing before I clarify here is that someone may have been really blocked off emotionally before getting involved in this connection. And although regret may not seem like the best feeling to have to indicate to yourself that you're starting to heal and address your shadow side, it's something. It's not numb frozenness, which you may have experienced for a long time. So this person may have helped to sort of open a wound in a sense, but that's also where the light comes in, as the phrase goes. So this is opening you up to perhaps some unpleasant feelings, but that's so that they'll be able to heal. Let me see if there's anything else I can say about this. Okay, I've got the 7 of Cups, Scorpio energy. Yes, it might feel emotionally confusing at this time, Sagittarius. But this is being highlighted as actually one of the benefits of your twin flame connection. So I see that as being, it's something that's helping you grow. At first it's going to seem perhaps painful and overwhelming, but with time those things do heal, but we do have to flush them out in order to heal. If we leave them just alone in our subconscious, repressed and unaddressed, they can come out, you know, eventually and destroy us. For what complicates your connection, the Knight of Spheres, well, it's taken a very long time, and even if you're the most patient person in the world, sometimes twin flame connections can truly test that patience. It's complicated because also the Knight of Pentacles does get to where he's going. So especially if you seem more like the runner type, or if you identify more with that, I should say, it might seem like a burden almost, that you know that this is inevitable, that this is like a part of your fate. Well, keep in mind we all do have free will. So rather than focusing on that aspect and thinking that you're trapped, because you can always choose to not go with this connection, of course. Think about the fact that it is a guaranteed thank you from Spirit available for you. If you choose to go on that journey, it will reach, you and your twin will reach your destination. It's just taking a long time and requires great patience. I know that can be frustrating. Kane! My cat's using a scratching post, which I don't want to discourage, but the noise is kind of annoying. Okay, next card, Strength. Major Arcana for Leo energy. Your twin is helping to heal you by causing you to tap into your resources of courage and compassion. It may have pushed you to your limits in certain situations that you would have thought you couldn't handle before. But I'm hearing that verse in the Bible about how God doesn't give us anything greater than we can handle. And I think that that's really kind of brought out that side of you, Sagittarius. So I could see where that would be healing for you. I'm going to go ahead and clarify this next card for how you're helping to heal your twin. With the Seven of Wands, it could be that you've helped them to understand what's important so that they can stand their ground on certain things. It could be that you've helped them learn to protect themselves from certain toxic people, places, and things. But I'm going to see if there's anything else on that. Spirit, please clarify the Seven of Wands for Sagittarius. Okay, we have the Four of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. So yes, you've helped to heal this person by they've learned how to, perhaps they didn't have very strong boundaries before. So now they're learning how to withhold the energy that they have at their disposal. They may be feeling a slight sense of lack at this time, or they have throughout their life. But knowing you has kind of helped to keep them at base level. There's something about the connection continues to replenish them, and then they feel like they have something to protect. So this has helped healing them in this way. Now finally, in the spread, we have the King of Swords, which I see as Gemini energy. It can also be Aquarius or Libra at times. This is the energy of the two of you when you're together. Fierce and determined, rational and logical, discerning, fair, and y'all have come to chew some bubblegum and kick some ass, and you're all out of bubblegum. I'm hearing that line is from a movie called They Live. I think it's like back in the 80s. It's about these aliens that come to Earth. Anyway, he says that, and that's the kind of vibe I'm getting. Like, the two of you together are really badass when things are flowing well. I'm going to go ahead and clarify that last card here. Spirit, please show me 3 cards or less for the King of Swords for Sagittarius. Okay, double flipper. We have the Four of Cups, which is Cancer energy. And this makes perfect sense. The Three of Swords, which is Libra energy, indicating to me that the two of you, so you've learned how to detach in the sense of now you can make head over heart decisions and moves together. So you've triggered each other before by being a mirror to one another, and thereby showing each other your wounds and each other's wounds. Sorry, I'm hearing my neighbors thumping real loud, and it kind of is distracting me. Anyway, as you've pushed each other, I should say, or yourselves or whatever, to these points where you felt rejected and you had to suffer heartbreak and pain at the hand of your twin, it's kind of like you were able to, those might have been outside attacks once again. I am picking up a heavy vibe here. And often in twin flame connections, you have a lot of spiritual attacks. So the two of you have been perhaps influenced by things at times before you really understood what was going on, where you were hurting one another a lot, through rejecting, through acting like you didn't care about one another. And at some point, it's like it came down to the simple truth that the two of you know without a doubt that this is not your own energy. It comes from outside of you. You understand, like, you know the truth, regardless of whatever else gets thrown at you here. And I think that's actually a very encouraging message. So, do be aware, though, like I read those 2 cards at the beginning about danger. It does look that at some, might sound fantastical, but if you know, if you've been through it and you've been on this journey a while, you can experience frequent spiritual attacks. So just be aware of the danger, 9-9, that might mean something to you. To end the reading, I'm going to take 2 cards from this pre-shuffled Twin Flame Oracle deck. The first card says, Appreciate. Your twin appreciates you. See the blessings, practice appreciation. I always tell everybody when I stopped saying fuck my life and started saying thank you, universe, for all my blessings, my life completely changed. So always remember to be grateful. And the second card says summer. It's time to see the sunny side. Your answers arrive in summer. So if you're looking forward to a 3D reunion with your twin, this might happen in the summer of this year, so be aware of that. Otherwise, take it as it resonates. So, Sagittarius, I really appreciate your time and attention. Please like, share, subscribe, tap the notification bell and the all button, and I will see you guys again next week. Have a great rest of your night and have a great weekend. Bye, Sag.